The modular building line has kind of become a staple for LEGO, with one coming out every year since 2007. In this video, I will be ranking every LEGO modular building, and I'm not including modular compatible buildings from other themes like the Ninjago City buildings or the Marvel buildings. Number 18 is Market Street from 2007, and this is kind of the black sheep of the modular buildings because it's technically from the factory theme, and is usually considered the worst modular building, but most people do consider it one of the mainline modulars. Now I don't completely hate it, and it has grown on me a little over the years, but it's still my least favorite. It also only has 3 minifigures with regular face prints, when at the time, the modular buildings just used the classic smiley faces. Now for the building, I just don't like the design that much. It has some neat parts to it like the stairs to the door, and it's made so it can be rearranged where you can rotate the individual modules, unlike the other modulars. I also don't like that side gate area. It's kind of plain and it doesn't look great next to other buildings. What I do like is the outside area on the roof. I think that looks nice, but the interior is empty. Number 17 is the corner garage from 2019. It comes with 6 minifigures and a tow truck, which I like the build for a lot. I like when there are vehicles in these sets, which doesn't happen often. I think the style of the building and the colors used work for this type of building, but I don't love the look of it that much. The garage was a good idea as it hasn't been done before in this line, but I'm not sure if it completely works for me. The interior is nice with the garage at the bottom, an animal clinic on the second level, and an apartment on the top level. This building isn't too bad, but there are just a lot of things about this set that I have mixed feelings for. Number 16 is the Grand Emporium from 2010, and before I made this list I didn't think it would be this low, but looking at it, it just looks kinda boring and plain to me. But I don't think it looks bad, and it has its place. It comes with 7 minifigures, 2 of which are mannequins. The building has some neat parts to the exterior like the billboard on top and the shop lettering in front. But like I said, it looks a little basic, which may be more realistic, but it's just not that interesting. The exterior also has a window washer platform, a skylight on the roof, and a nice revolving door. And the interior is good with a cool escalator build, but there's not too much else to it. Number 15 is the Brick Bank from 2016, and it comes with 5 minifigures. Now I like the design and style of the bank with the sand green windows and the white color, and that it's next to a laundromat. My main problem with it though is that it's a corner building that doesn't really look like a corner building, and that does differentiate it from the other corner buildings. I just don't like how it makes the corner look flatter. The interior is really good with the big safe, and the laundromat also looks good even though it's small. There's also a story with this one that adds more to the set, and we see that with some of the other sets. Number 14 is the Boutique Hotel from 2022, and it comes with 7 minifigures. Now I think this building looks good, especially on its own, but I don't think it looks great next to other buildings, and I have some problems with it. First off, the style of this is very different from all the other buildings, and they have done other styles before, but I think this style just doesn't work with the others. It also has a weird shape that leaves a gap on one side when you put it next to another building. And my last problem is more minor. It's that the building is a little too short and it makes it look wrong next to other buildings. There are things I like about it though. I love the colors, especially the sand green, and the art building is a nice small addition, but I'm not sure I like the tree. The interior is also really good with the art building having some nice art and a little statue of the Creator Expert logo. And the hotel has some nice rooms. This set is really good, it just doesn't completely work for me. Number 13 is the Parisian Restaurant from 2014, and it comes with 5 minifigures. I think this building looks good, and I think this style works with the other buildings unlike the Boutique Hotel, but I've never liked this one as much as other people. I don't love the green color, but I do think it works for the building, and I like the outdoor seating. The interior is really good again with the restaurant being at the bottom, and I like the build for the curtains. The second level is an apartment with a cool pull down bed feature, and the top level is a painting room and the roof folds down to access it. Number 12 is the Town Hall from 2012, and it comes with 8 minifigures. I feel like this building is a necessary and important building for the line, but I just think it looks a little boring. I like the white columns by the entrance and the clock tower, but it looks very flat. It's also the tallest modular building, and the number on the front, 1891, is the year the creator of LEGO was born. The interior isn't as good as some of the other modulars, but it does have a cool elevator feature. Number 11 is the Fire Brigade from 2009, and it comes with 4 minifigures. I like the red color of the exterior, and it has a garage door, a nice brick built flag, and the bell at the top is a nice build. Also, the number 1932 is the year LEGO was founded, and it comes with a fire truck, which I like. The back of the building is a lot more interesting than most of the other buildings. The interior is simple, with the garage at the bottom, the second floor has a kitchen with a ping pong table, and the fire pole to go down. Number 10 is the Pet Shop from 2011, and it comes with 4 minifigures. This was the first one to come with multiple buildings, and the main focus is the pet shop, but I like the townhouse next to it more. I like the design and colors more, and it's less flat than the pet shop side. The pet shop does have some lettering, although I think the S doesn't look great, but it's fine for the size. The back of the building has some outside access on the bottom and a little area on the top of the townhouse part. The interior isn't as detailed as later buildings, but it isn't bad. The most detailed part of the interior is the bottom of the pet shop, which has a lot of animal stuff for such a small space. The rest of the interiors are pretty simple and more empty, but it has a nice explanation for the townhouse that it's being worked on. Number 9 is Cafe Corner, the first modular, released in 2007, and it comes with only 3 minifigures. I really like the exterior and colors, especially the tower part, and the hotel sign is nicely built. I think this is very solid for it being the first one. The main downside of this set though is that the interior is completely empty, which is a shame, but the exterior matters more to me. The back of the box does show an alternate model and what it looks like if you combine multiples of this set, which is a nice suggestion. Number 8 is the police station from 2021, and it comes with 5 minifigures. I like the style of this station, and it includes a donut shop on the side, which is very small, and a sand green building which connects to the main station. And I like the colors of both of these smaller sections. There is a nice newsstand at the bottom and a sign above that. The back of the building doesn't have much, but there is a fire escape. The interior is really compact, but the bottom floor has a jail cell with a hole that a prisoner is trying to break out with. The donut shop has some pastries on display, and there's just a desk and some stairs in the main police station area. On the second floor there is an apartment above the donut shop, some more desks, a cool board with a red rubber band to represent string, and a place to take mugshots. And there are just some rooms on the top floor. Number 7 is Green Grocer from 2008, and it has 4 minifigures. The main thing I like about this one is the color. Sand green is my favorite color in LEGO, and I think it looks good here. It has some balconies on the front, and in the back there is a fire escape and a nice outside area on top. The interior is alright with a little grocery area at the bottom, but the other 2 floors are more empty. Number 6 is the Palace Cinema from 2013 with 6 minifigures, and this is my favorite corner building. It comes with a car, which I like the inclusion of, but I don't love its design. The interior looks really nice. I especially like the design for the roof, and it has some movie posters, more lettering for the sign, and stars on the sidewalk. I believe this is also the only modular with stickers, which is probably a downside for a lot of people, but I don't mind it. The interior is fine for its size, but since it's so small, the actual theater part just doesn't feel like a theater. Number 5 is the bookshop from 2020 with 5 minifigures, and like the pet shop, it's made of 2 single buildings. I like the style and colors of both, with the townhouse side being more colorful, and the bookshop side having a more autumn feel with the colors, and the birch tree in front being a nice addition and it fits the theme. The back of both buildings have an outdoor area that makes the top floors smaller. The bottom floor, of course, is the bookshop, and it doesn't have too many books, but it has some, and the top floors of the bookshop are very small. But the very top has a different way of opening, and I like the chameleon. The interior of the townhouse actually has a basement, which is very short but can store stuff, and the other levels just have some nicely built furniture. Number 4 is the Downtown Diner from 2018 with 6 minifigures. I feel like this one started a new era for the modulars because this was the first one besides Market Street to not have the classic smiley faces. And I can understand that because for this type of building, the characters might need some more personality. It comes with another car, which I like of course, and the style of the building is also a bit different. I really like it, and it doesn't feel out of place like some others. It has a nice vibe to it, and it looks like a jukebox, which is a cool detail. I also like the brick-built lettering, but it might not look the best on the left side when placed next to other buildings. The interior for the diner is fantastic. The size actually doesn't make it look that bad, and they did a good job of making it look like a diner. The second floor has a good boxing ring build, and the top floor is a recording studio. The building just has a lot of cool ideas in it, and it's really unique to the others. Number 3 is the Jazz Club from 2023 with 8 minifigures, and this is the most recent modular building. I really like the colors with that red and yellow, but the light blue on the bottom doesn't work as well. I like the sign for the Jazz Club, and there is a small greenhouse on top of the pizzeria. The interior is solid. I really like the Jazz Club area with the small stage for the jazz players. The pizzeria interior isn't as good, but it's still decent. The top floors don't have anything too interesting, but there is more nicely built furniture. Number 2 is the detective's office from 2015 with 6 minifigures. I like the depth and the different heights this building has with some nice balconies in the middle. There's also some more nice lettering for 2 signs, and there's a walkway in the middle. The back of the building also doesn't look too bad. For the interior, the bottom floor has a pool table and the barbershop area. Above that there is the actual detective's office and an apartment. Number 1 is Assembly Square from 2017 with 9 minifigures. This was the modular for the 10th anniversary of the line, and it's the biggest modular building. It looks very packed with details, and it's made up of 3 decently sized buildings that can't be separated. I like all 3 buildings. The bakery might be my favorite, but there is a weird gap on the left side. For the interior, on the bottom level there is a cafe in the left building, a flower shop in the middle, and a bakery on the right building. On the middle level there is some sort of music store on the left, a photography studio in the middle, and a dentist office on the right. Lastly, on the top level there is a dance studio on the left with a cool mirror, and on the right is probably my favorite interior of this set, which is an apartment with a LEGO collection that has a printed piece of the first modular building, Cafe Corner. This set is just a cool tribute to the modular line with a lot of neat references. So that was my ranking of every LEGO modular building. There are some really solid builds, and they are the best LEGO buildings that they make. But anyway, that's all I have to say. See you next time, goodbye.